major surge that's coming in on the defensive names on the back of that tensions escalating. My colleague Kanishka is joining us with the key takeaways from a report by Motilal Oswal on Aerospace. Kanishka, take it away.
Well, absolutely. In a recent session hosted by Motilal Oswal, Captain Vishal Kanwar, who's the managing director at PwC Advisory India, he shed light on the growth potential of India's aerospace and defense sector, which has been in the spotlight since the Pahalgam attack last week. Now, defense stocks have been witnessing an up move since. Now, let's look at the key highlights from that discussion. Remember, India currently spends about 1.9% of its GDP on defense, but as the expert points out, there's a need to push this figure to about 4%, which is in line with global peers like Germany and Japan. This is to meet both national security imperatives and indigenous technology needs. Now, the Indian aerospace market is also gaining momentum, led by DPSUs like HAL, Bharat Electronics and Mazgaon Dock shipbuilders. Meanwhile, private players like Tata Group, Mahindra and Bharat Forge are also making their way in the aerospace manufacturing space. However, the sector still remains at a relatively early stage compared to India's Army and Navy programs, especially in the indigenization and engine technologies, which still rely on imports. Now, looking ahead to 2047, as the expert points out, India envisions becoming the third largest defense spender globally, increasing its defense capex allocation as a percent of the budget from 22% to 40% and boosting R&D spending from 1% to a massive 10% of this expenditure. Overall, a very positive view coming in on the domestic defense sector, which PwC's Captain Kanwar believes has a huge scope of growth over the long term. In the near to medium term, he believes that the government will have to take a balanced call on domestic manufacturing of bigger platforms and imports.
All right, thank you so much, Kanishka, for getting us all those details. But on the defense theme, we spoke with Neeraj Diwan, market expert, as he shares his top defense picks. Let's go across and listen into him.
Defense has outperformed because, like I said earlier, also that we had been recommending, when the market had corrected, stocks like Mazgaon Dock had come to 2,100 levels. HAL was available at 3,800 rupees. So these stocks from those levels have come up. So I feel that the outperformance may continue for some more time. I think my targets are a little higher. So I booked some profit in Mazdock, recommended some profit taking in Mazdock, but still holding on to the significant chunk even in Mazdock for clients, and even HAL for that matter. Then there are small stocks also which have been doing well. They're like something like a Zen Technologies. So they have been doing well, and I think even they should continue doing well. I think there's some outperformance still, and there is definitely order flow which is coming their way. For shipping specifically, there are further orders expected for the companies like Mazdock and Garden Reach Shipping. So I think these, if someone has been able to get into them at lower levels, should hold on to them and ride from these levels to get another upside of about 10-15%.